In this video, I'm going to show you my homemade Ghostbusters costume. I made this back in 2003, so I can't show you step by step how I made each part, but I'll give you a general overview of the different pieces of the costume, and give you some ideas so you can make a Ghostbusters costume of your own. The first part of making Ghostbuster costume is getting the suit, and really you could just use some coveralls. I'm sure you can get them, at Walmart or any kind of store like that. When I made this costume back in 2003, I actually bought an actual flight suit. I got this from an army surplus store, so it's a pretty cool suit. The only thing is it's fairly expensive. I mean, it was an actual military issued suit, so it ended up costing me, I think it cost me like 70 or 75 bucks, so it was fairly pricey. I definitely could have saved a lot of money just using some coveralls, or even just some kind of brown or gray uniform would work. But this is cool. It's got a lot of zippers and pockets and stuff. It makes it look, kind of cool. I made my own name tag on here. Mater, that's my last name. I just used a piece of fabric and some markers to do that. Initially, I did the same for this logo. However, eventually I ended up buying this actual patch off eBay, and it probably cost me like $5 or something. And it looks, it's embroidered. It looks really nice. So for I think the second or third year that I wore this thing, I used that patch. That kind of covers the suit. It looks pretty cool, but definitely you don't have to go all out like I did. The second big part of a Ghostbuster costume is obviously the Proton Pack, and this pack is basically just some computer parts and some random, technical looking things hot glued onto a piece of wood that I painted black. So like, for example, right here I have a computer power supply, an old hard drive case, just some general wires. There's some batteries and a hose. This and this are parts of like a toy motor from a go-kart. And this was a shaving cream can. I just took the wrapper off and it looked kind of cool. So really, you could break open a computer or some type of electronics and glue a bunch of stuff onto a piece of wood like I did. I also had this cool toy from when I was a kid, so I ended up just making a little hook. I ended up hooking that on to my suit, onto one of the many pockets or latches that were on the suit. I don't have batteries in this thing right now, but it's cool. It makes sounds, and it actually has a little projector in the front that would shine some ghosts onto the wall. I have a light here. I also had another couple little lights that flashed. I just got them at the dollar store. They were magnetic, so I just kind of stuck them on various metal pieces here, and it looked pretty cool. I'll just quickly show the back here. The back of the costume is super simple. I took some straps off an old backpack and just screwed them to the piece of wood, and it's not the most comfortable, but it's Halloween. You're not wearing it for too long, and you're drinking and partying and whatever, so after a while you don't even realize it's there. And it looks really cool with the flashing lights. Really, I think, stepped it up a notch. It only cost a couple extra dollars to add those lights, so that was pretty neat. To finish off the costume, I added a couple of accessories, as you can see in these pictures here. I'm wearing work boots, elbow pads, and a utility belt with a toy walkie-talkie strapped to it. The accessories just add a bit of flair to the costume and complete the overall look of the Ghostbuster. This picture, I was drunk at the bar, and speaking of the bar, I actually won a couple of costume contests with this Ghostbuster costume. Here's a picture of me at the bar with my $50 second place prize, and here's another picture of me winning first prize at my work Halloween party. Hopefully this video has inspired you to make your own Ghostbuster costume. If you do make one, post a video response, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching.